Kai Cenat. He has officially broken 1 million Twitch subscribers. So this is the part where like we get the sound to go.
Oh, okay, yay. The audience claps.
Take a minute.
Yeah, congratulations.
Kai Cenat broke a world record. He was the first person to ever have 1 million subscribers on Twitch for his Mafiathon live streaming event. So for those who don't know what Mafiathon is, basically Kai Cenat streams live for 30 days in a row, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And people watch him and he has guests on, he has his friends on, and they try to hit a subscriber goal. And the last subscriber goal, the last Mafiathon, he got like 720,000 subscribers, 700 plus thousand subscribers.
Crazy.
And he wanted to break 1 million. And part of him breaking the 1 million mark was if he got 1 million subscribers, LeBron James agreed to come and cut off Kai Cenat's locks.
Oh my goodness.
Which is crazy. Because anybody who has locks, they never cut them off.
Yeah.
It takes a hot minute.
It takes a while. Yeah. Well, Kai's had his locks though for a good.
For a while.
His hair's grown since like 20, about 5 years.
I know people who don't even think about cutting their locks.
Like 20 years.
Exactly.
Like Busta Rhymes and then your head look like a Shar-Pei. It was like, yeah, that Shar-Pei head. Yo. But you know, the Mafiathon thing is crazy. I think Kai is really pushing the limits of what it means to be a content creator. And especially in like IRL content, because that's, I mean, 1 million subscribers. Let's do the math. What's three? I think Kai Cenat gets more than half the money. So let's just say he probably gets $350 a subscriber. So he made $3.5 million in a month. You know what I'm saying probably more than that.
Let's see. I'm just curious myself.
It's $3.5 million. 3.5 million.
Jesus, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. That's no joke money.
And he's only like 22, 23, 24, something like that.
Jeez.
So, you know.
Just doing something, you know, it kind of goes into what you were saying last week, right? Even though that Twitch isn't a social media platform, it speaks to how we use them as toys, but now they're tools.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he's actually changed. I mean, Twitch was a video game streaming platform.
Yeah.
And that once like IRL became part of that whole thing, which is basically like just showing your real life at all times on a platform.
Yeah.
He innovated. I call him like the new age Johnny Carson to me. He's like the new age, like because he's had an enormous amount of celebrities on there. So celebrities come on there. So he's had Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey. He had this one. I'm saying this particular Mafiathon. He had Kim Kardashian, Mariah Carey, Lotto, Ice Spice, Snoop Dogg, Kurt Franklin, Ray J, which is one of the funniest things ever that you will see.
Oh, really?
Ray J did some weird SHIT on the Mafiathon, but I don't know. But the first part was funny when he came in the shower and he had a Speedo on because he wanted to shower with Kai Cenat the last time. And it was so.
You know, I wonder what people who just heard that sentence without knowing any context of it are gonna think from that.
Well, okay. Well, we'll put it in a clip. Yeah. So Ray J's appearance he had 2 appearances on Mafiathon. The second one was out of bounds. It was totally paused. I didn't even tell you.
I feel like everything he does is
every year.
Particularly lately.
Yeah.
I want to, can we double down on something you just said for a minute?
Mm-hmm.
So you just called Kai Cenat the new age Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I like that too.
Yeah, that's a great metaphor. Yeah. So having that in mind, him being a Black creator, what does this mean for not only the creator economy, but media as a whole?
That media is not TV. It's in your hands, and then there's no bounds on what you can do. Because he did some amazing things. Like he had Winnie Harlow, and they did a fashion show. Mm-hmm. He went skydiving. Mm-hmm. He jumped out of a plane.
Nope.
He jumped out of a plane on stream.
Yeah.
Live on stream. They do all these just fun games and events and meet people and inspirational, things. And so I think he's just changing the way that we watch TV, because most people aren't watching it. Like I actually watch it. So I'll go home and say, let me see what Kai's doing.
Yeah.
And turn it on, and they'll be in the middle of having some sort of pool fight or throwing water on each other or whatever it is, or they'll be freestyling, or he'll be doing something crazy. So I think it just, when you're dealing with, that box, that rectangle, I think it changes when it's like, oh, I'm on my phone, or I can take the camera anywhere,
I think, for me, just coming from a network's perspective, the VTV, the perspective of a network TV, it underscores how Black creators are no longer just the talent, but they are the cultural engine, and they are the platform. They are the distribution outlet. They're everything. And so you no longer have to go to these networks and pitch and beg and please play my demo. You know what I mean? Please listen to my demo. It's like you no longer have to do that. You can just create, focus on your community, focus on building your community, even before your algorithm. Focus on building your community and focus on the marketing. And you can create your own ecosystem. I
wanna veer off just a little bit and ask your guys' opinion on this, right? I think what you just spoke to was the democratization of this whole media system, right? So what do you think stops people from achieving Kai Cenat levels of success? Is it personalities? Is it the content package itself? What advice would you give to people who are looking to go down that road?
I think abandoning the rules. I think Kai took a medium that was there. I mean, first of all, he was in a medium. He was a YouTuber. What happened was he was a YouTuber, and then he started going to Twitch with gaming, and then he became part of AMP, and they brought him in. The weird thing about that is, and the AMP thing is, Kai is like the chosen one in that sense because AMP had already existed. So that whole clique of them were together, and then they let Kai join, and then he became the biggest one out of all of them, which is really, really weird. But it was great that the guys let him come on. Duke Dennis, Chris Next Door, Agent Zero, Phantom, and Davis, and all of them became all the AMP, and then they kind of brought Kai in, and he became this like superstar. And they're still AMP still together, but Kai's just blossomed into his own. I think most people don't have the dedication and the commitment to see something through, because it's most of the people that are successful in especially on social media, you don't know when it's going to happen. You just have to stay consistent. There's a formula to everything, right? I saw this post. Matter of fact, Charlamagne had it posted on his page. A woman was telling Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club, there's a formula to everything. If you do, and she said this, if you go on ChatGPT and say, how do I become a successful streamer or successful on social media, and tell ChatGPT to give you a 365-day plan, if you did everything they said for 365 days, you would probably become successful. But the problem is people don't do that. You're not going to do it for 365 days in a row. You're not going to put in the hours.
I think too, I was telling a friend of mine, she was wanting to come on one of my shows, and she wanted to be an entertainment contributor. And I told her, I said, be the part of you that you want to hide, the part of you that you don't want anybody to see, that you're like, oh, this doesn't fit in. That's the part we want to see, because that's what sticks out. So I think if people would focus on being their be your full self.
Yeah.
And then you're going to stand out. Just focus on being your full self and actually loving what you do, and not looking to your side to see what the other person is doing. I think that's what keeps people from realizing their full potential, when they are comparing themselves and looking, okay, what is she doing? Or what are the aesthetics of this? No, find out what your own aesthetics are. Find out what your weird is. And that's what we want to see.
Oh, I like that. Say that again. Find out what your weird is.
Find out what your weird is. And that's what we want to see.
That's a bar. Clock it. I don't know if I do the clock it teeth.
That was good. Yeah. You did it well.
Well, I can't. Are we supposed to do that? I don't. Am I?
You do just what you did. That was enough.
Yeah, just clock it. Yeah,
just clock it.
Yeah, I don't need it.
But no, that's really true. Because then you'll show us something we've never seen before.
Right.
Yeah. Show us something we've never seen.
Wait a minute. Have you ever seen a 27-year-old in a sweater vest?
What?
I like your style, Noah. I think you are so dope.
Thank you.
What are you wearing, Noah? Look to the camera. What do you have on today?
Oh man, I'm wearing my boy Archie Clay's Brain Love mock toes. Yeah, he just released these in collaboration with Mark Nolan.
Okay.
I got the Banana Republic wide leg, a shirt from Old Navy, and a sweater from Zara. and I got
No,
this
man.
cool like ring
Okay.
clock.
A ring watch.
Yeah, a ring.
Normally, I would ask, to do something designer with your socks.
Yeah.
However, I think it flows very well for you.
Thank you. Noah is two things I must say about Noah. He's the most unique person I know. He is authentically himself all the time. And I love how you support Black designers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Noah always tries to wear something every episode by a Black designer.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And
if
so
it's hats, if it's jackets.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to promote that more then.
Yeah, he does
every day.
every
Oh,
week he
that's
has a
dope.
Black designer.
Yeah.
And he wears something on the pod every week. That's a Black designer.
Yeah.
So-
Go back, our recurring viewers, to check out what I got on.
Yeah, you need a link or whatever and get you
Right.
some brand sponsorship.
Exactly. That's right.
So Kai has closed out Mafiathon with a sleepover at Kevin Hart, him and Drewski, which they're funny. Even when I saw the
they're fun.
trailer to that, when I saw the trailer to them doing it, it's called like The Last Sleepover. It's very, very funny. And I feel like they need to do a movie together. The three of them,
Yeah.
like somebody need to come together with a movie and figure it out.
Drewski, Kai, and
Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah. It would be hilarious.
They're hilarious.
They are
improv and all of it. They're completely funny. And then Kai's getting his hair cut. And
Yeah,
I'll see what the new Kai Cenat looks like when he cuts his locks off.
Well, I want to get deeper into this for a second.
Okay.
What does hitting 1 million subscribers mean for monetization and financial independence, not just for Kai, but every creator who's looking to replicate his model?
So every time he does this, every time Kai Cenat breaks a record, he's pushing the idea that subscriptions are here, right? It's the norm in the way that people are going to monetize and consume content. And I think that light bulb is going to start to go off on in people's heads. Like, oh, okay, I can get subscribers. The thing that I don't think the disconnect is I think people think they have to do what Kai Cenat does. Because even a lot of the creators that I knew that were once on TikTok have left TikTok and gone to Twitch. And they went to Twitch because of Kai. It's like, that's not it. You can become the star of any social media platform, just utilizing the tools that are there in a unique way. But I think it's really opening the eyes that it's not about brand deals. It's about subscriptions. And I'm looking forward to the day that Kai has 10 million subscribers and he's making 30 million a month or that kind of revenue. And that's coming very, very soon. And it's just the way and how fast people consume content. So I think he's breaking the mold and showing young people that subscriptions are here, which again is part of like when we built Fanbase, I wanted to get past the credit card part. The credit card part is where you lose people, right? Where you got to put in your credit card and the CVV and all that kind of stuff. So I want to do the in-app purchase way. So it's quicker to get somebody to just hit a couple buttons or a face scan and you subscribed. And I think that is the part that's really going to be insane.
You know what? In 2019, you called this.
Okay.
That subscriptions, we're in 2025, about to be 2026. So that's like 6-7 years, about to be 7 years ago. You called that subscriptions were going to take over the world. And now even the airport has a subscription you can subscribe to get through the line. You called it.
Oh yeah. Wait, what is that?
That was a, what's it called? Clear.
Yeah. You just try to clear the move. Everything. That's what I'm saying, because it's like
subscription based.
Recurring, because it's month over month recurring revenue that you can count on.
Yep.
For services or convenience. I get to cut the line if I subscribe.
Yeah, convenience is everything.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, the word subscriptions have been around forever, right? I mean, honestly, your phone bill is a subscription. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your cable bill is a subscription. Your light bill is a subscription. Your car note is a subscription. Everything is a subscription.
Yeah.
When they started charging for computer programs, that's when I knew the jig was up. When you used to download Microsoft Word or download Photoshop and buy the program, and they're like, no, you got to pay $100 a year for this.
Yep.
That was it. That was in my mind, like, oh, okay. And content is the same way.
Yeah.
I want to, before we transition, I want to ask this question. How will Kai Cenat's success inspire of a new generation of creators to think bigger, not just about content, but about ownership, equity, and building communities that last?
I'll let you answer that.
I mean, I think that when you think about 1 million subscribers, there are some networks that don't have 1 million people watching on a day-to-day basis. And so I think that young people we all need to think about, ownership, and what happens when I'm always going to go back to what's happening with TikTok and the government managed social media, because that's what's happening and that's what's going to happen as long as we have this administration. And so what I want people to consider is, remember that this is all rented landscape for us. And so what happens, what do you need to do in order to own your community, and build a platform off of either get on a social media app that is not government run, government managed, fan base, and I'm serious about that, or own your community.